with Ashley Weeder. So you're the new artistic director of the Joffrey Ballet.
I am. This is actually the beginning of my 4th year. It's just amazing. I can't even believe it myself.
As the artistic director, what is your job description?
I'm responsible for all the programming, for building the company's repertoire, for hiring all the dancers, for coaching them, for teaching. I do a lot of coaching with repertoire. I teach them 3 times a week. Everything that you see when the curtain goes up, lighting designers, costume designers, set designers, bringing in choreographers that I feel are really significant and important, building our audience is very important.
And then when you're hiring dancers for the company, what are the traits that you're looking for?
I want dancers that are extremely talented and have to be, very, very well trained. So I like individuality. I think when you look at the company, I'm certainly not what you call a cookie cutter director looking for an absolute body type.
Yeah.
I think that we all possess something in us that's unique, and that's definitely the way for me, for the Joffrey. I think it's a little bit like I choose repertoire, it's very eclectic, and therefore my dancers are very eclectic and getting more so. I believe in diversity. I think it's very important that the Joffrey reflects the city that we live in. There are more African American, Latino, Asian dancers in the company now.
Wow.
Which is great. Very talented, very strong dancers. For me, there's a certain level of expectation that you have to be in a company.
Yeah, and what would some of those traits be? Let's just specifically, so that I have an idea.
That if you're a woman, that you have very strong, beautiful, articulated point work.
Okay.
Because women spend a lot of time on point.
Yeah.
You should be able to do at least, 3-4 pirouettes, good fouettes, good jump, great extension. For the men, they should be very strong partners, big jumpers. They should be able to do all technical steps, which is a double tour, a double saut de basque, entrelacé, all these steps that come out of the classical vocabulary.
Right. You used to dance at the Joffrey?
My whole life. So in 84, 85, I joined the Joffrey. And Robert Joffrey was the director. And Gerald Arpino, was the resident choreographer for the company. It was really amazing. Robert Joffrey was a great visionary. I think that he built his company on a great blueprint of nurturing some of the greatest 19th, 20th century works, but also really pushing forward new creative work for the company.
Yeah.
So when I think of the people that he introduced me to, people like Mark Morris, Laura Dean, Billy Forsythe, Twyla Tharp, it was James Kudelka. It was really an amazing time.
And then what ended up drawing you back to the Joffrey?
When Robert Joffrey died, which was in 88, I went to San Francisco Ballet as a principal dancer. And I was there for 18 years. I retired there, I became the ballet master there and also the assistant to the artistic director. When the Joffrey were doing a search for the directorship to take over from Arpino, they called me in the very beginning. They said, we're going to do a search, but your name has come forward and we want to talk to you. I felt honored that they had called me, but I said, I'm not sure. I've put so much into San Francisco Ballet. They did a huge search. And it went on for months and months.
Yeah.
Then in August of 2007, we had the Chicago Dancing Festival. And when I came here, I taught the Joffrey. I taught a class for the company.
Yeah.
And something changed. There was just an overwhelming hunger for something to change the status quo. I remember talking to La Lubavitch during the rehearsals, and La saying, Ashley, you're the one person that could really come in here and change this company and push the company in a different direction. It's what they need. And the more I thought about it, I thought, well, I should just come and meet the board.
Yeah.
Met the board. I taught the company a couple of times. I met everyone in the organization. And at the end of the week, they sat me down and they said, it's a unanimous decision to give you the job.
Awesome.
And it was really amazing. And that was from the dancers, from everyone in the administration and the entire board.
Yeah.
When you have that kind of support, you think, okay, then this is what's gonna make it happen.
Yeah.
That is what's happened here, is that we have re-energized the company. I think that if you asked dance in the company, they would say yes, it has gotten harder, the classes are hard, the repertoire is more demanding, there's a lot more new repertoire. This season, everything is new to the Joffrey.
Wow.
And to Chicago.